Hey there, fellow road warriors. Are you ready to take your trucking game to the next level and become a bonded Canadian highway carrier? Well, hold on tight because I'm going to guide you through the entire process of becoming a bonded Canadian highway carrier and show you everything you need to know to hit the highways like a boss. Why become a bonded Canadian highway carrier? A bonded carrier can go in transit through Canada, saving you miles of transit time. A bonded carrier can haul uncleared goods away from the first port of entry in Canada. And most importantly, only a bonded carrier can apply for enhanced release options used by approved free and secure trade, FAST for short, importers. So welcome to a tutorial on how to become a bonded Canadian highway carrier. It may sound daunting to become a bonded Canadian highway carrier, but don't worry, we've got you covered with step-by-step instructions that are easy to follow. But first things first, you'll need to gather some information. First, your legal business entity documents, such as a business registration, articles of incorporation, any amendments related to name change or ownership, or signing officer. Your application is done in one of two ways. One is if you already have a valid non-bonded Canadian highway carrier code, and the second is if you do not have a carrier code at all and would like to register to become a bonded carrier. So let's get started with the first scenario, changing your existing non-bonded carrier code to a bonded carrier code. To do this, visit CBSA's website on becoming a bonded carrier and carefully read the instructions that are laid out for you. You'll also need to download and fill out the BSF 722 form with CBSA. The link to CBSA's website and to download the BSF 722 form will be provided in the description below. Once you open the BSF 722 form, you'll notice that it's nearly identical to the BSF 329-7 form when initially applying for a non-bonded highway carrier code, if you've already done so. However, additional bond information will now need to be entered this time. Specifically, starting at section 14 of the document, you'll want to select the first checkbox, non-bonded to bonded. Then, below, select the type of surety you'll be applying for. In most cases, you'll be applying for a customs bond, so select that option. Next, in section 16, include the name and address of the guarantee company, the surety company providing you with the bond. Then, in sections 17 and 18, include the bond number you are provided and the amount that it's covered for. And if your company plans on participating in the Marine Overland Movement Program, enter the information below here. In most cases, however, when a highway carrier applies to become a bonded carrier, this section is usually skipped. But to learn more about the Marine Overland Movement Program, you can visit CBSA's website and learn all about it in the description below. Lastly, in the certification section, 20 and 21, print your name, title, email address, followed by signing and dating the BSF 722 form. And if your application was completed by a third party, such as a customs consultant, customs broker, or other party, they'll have to complete section 21. The next scenario, if you do not have a highway carrier code and you'd like to become bonded, involves first registering for a highway carrier code. To learn how to apply for a carrier code and fill out a BSF 329-7, click the link at the top of the video now. And to learn how to include the bond information fields when filling out the BSF 329-7, just go back to the instructions on the first scenario covering the bond fields on the BSF 722 form, as the fields are identical to the BSF 722. The link to download the BSF 329-7 form will also be provided in the description below. Now that you've chosen the correct form, you'll need to start by ensuring your legal business name is shown exactly as shown on your legal business entity documents, every comma and every period. So match it exactly as shown. To become bonded, your company and the surety company also need to fill out a D-120 customs bond application in the amount of $25,000. This bond is issued by the surety company and everyone qualifies. You can research different surety companies to see who provides this service, or you can call or email Border Connect directly, where we can refer you to a company that specializes in these types of bonds. Now, here's the catch. Photocopies are not accepted, so make sure you have all the original documents. Both the application and the D-120 bond will need to be signed, witnessed, and mailed to Canada Border Services Agency. The address is noted at the bottom of the application form. It's also important to avoid any whiteout and handwritten corrections, as these are not acceptable and may result in your application to become bonded to be rejected. On the D-120 application form, once you have the D-120 customs bond from the surety company, you'll also need to add information related to the bond, including the name of the surety company, address, bond number, and the amount of $25,000. A link to download a D120 Customs bond will be included in the description below. If you're the owner, president, CEO, executive director, or of another similar high-ranking official for your company, your signature must be both on the D120 Customs bond and on the carrier code application. There's no need to include a company seal. Simply sign the D120 Customs bond, print the name of the signing officer, and then have it witnessed. Once you've got all the required documents, including your original signed carrier code application, the original executed D120 Customs bond signed and witnessed, a complete set of your legal business entity documents, including the page that confirms the signing officer matches the name on both these documents, then you're ready to mail them to CBSA. The mailing address and instructions will be provided in the description below. And that's it. Once your bonded carrier application is processed and approved, which can take up to 15 business days after CBSA receives your application, you'll receive an email notifying you that your originally received non-bonded carrier code is now updated to bonded status, or that your new bonded carrier code has been issued with all the perks associated with it, such as taking in bond shipments to inland sufferance warehouses, or registering for trusted trader programs such as the free and secure trade or customs self-assessment, taking your operation to the next level.
Hi, I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Subscribe below for more videos like this, or sign up to Border Connect for a free 45-day trial using special promo code EASY45. Thanks for watching.